As I stand here going through my record collection at my house, it makes me wonder how many famous artists came to Grinnell, Iowa and performed. Welcome back to Let's Talk Grinnell, a podcast where small city history meets big time stories. I'm your host, Walter Gatlin. Today we're going to talk about something many people don't realize. Grinnell, Iowa, yes, our quiet, friendly, wave at your neighbor city, has hosted some of the biggest names in American music history. We're talking rock legends, jazz icons, and artists so famous you'd expect to see them in New York or LA. Not in a college gym in the middle of Iowa, but they came and they played, and Grinnell rocked it. Imagine this, it's 1966. The world is buzzing with psychedelic music, peace signs, and tie-dye. And right here in Grinnell, Iowa, Jefferson Airplane, one of the hottest rock bands in America, shows us how to play at the college's homecoming dance. Jefferson Airplane in Darby Gym? Let that sink in. That's before White Rabbit and before Woodstock. They were right here, blasting early psychedelic rock across the gym, better known today for intramurals and graduation ceremonies. Students still talk about it as one of those you had to have been there nights. My favorite album of theirs is Surrealistic Pillow, featuring the song White Rabbit on it. Fast forward to September 20th, 1975. Fresh off the release of Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band roll into Grinnell College. Yes, that's Springsteen. 3-hour sets, sweat flying, legendary storytelling. He was on the brink of superstardom, and for one night, Darby Gym became the center of that rock and roll universe. Students packed in so tight, they said it felt like the walls were vibrating. It was loud, it was electric, it was the boss. And he delivered. To this day, Grinnell alums brag about being there, and honestly, they really should. The songs sang that night: Incident on 57th Street, 10th Avenue Freeze Out, Spirit in the Night, It's Hard to Be a Saint in the City, Thunder Road, Kitty's Back, She's the One, Born to Run, and Rosalita Come Out Tonight. There was an encore, 4th of July, Asbury Park, Sandy, 2:45. Now 1979 brought a different sound, fast, sharp, and new wave, because the Police, Sting, Stuart Copeland, and Andy Summers performed on the Grinnell campus during their early U.S. touring years. Before the stadiums, before Every Breath You Take, before the global fame, they played the Grinnell College. It was raw, it was loud, and it was the kind of show where people went. These guys might be big someday. Spoiler, they were right. But it wasn't just rock. Thanks to legendary campus concert organizer Georgia Dentel, Grinnell became one of the Midwest's most surprising music hotspots. Here are just a few of the giants who performed here: the Jackson 5, Nina Simone, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, Charles Mingus, Dizzy Gillespie, Herbie Hancock, Pete Seeger, Joan Armatrading, and that's only scratching the surface. Dentel brought over 1,000 performers to campus during her tenure. She treated student audiences like they deserved the best, and she delivered. Grinnell wasn't just a college, it was a touring stop for icons. These concerts weren't just shows, they were memories. They connected a small Iowa city to a world-class music culture, and they gave students a chance to say, I saw Bruce Springsteen before he was Bruce Springsteen. I listened to Nina Simone in my college auditorium. I watched the Police tear up a gym that smelled like popcorn and basketball. It's a reminder of something we sometimes forget. Big things happen in small cities, sometimes legendary things. So the next time you drive past Grinnell College or walk by Darby Gymnasium, think about the history hiding inside those walls. Think about the guitars and the drums and the jazz horns and the voices that once echoed through that space. Grinnell wasn't just the map, it was on the tour map. I'm your host, and this has been Let's Talk Grinnell. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and tell a friend. And if there's another piece of Grinnell history you want me to dig into, you know where to find me. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the history that shapes the world around you. I'm Walter Gallen, and we'll see you next time.